A very good afternoon, children. Now, in the last class, we have just started with public speaking and what are the verbal and non-verbal communications. In this session, we'll be doing the introduction to the public speaking. Now, the first chapter is speaking in public. Why study speaking in public? What is the reason? Why do you want to study public speaking? The first reason is empowerment, give you an edge, and second is audition for leadership. Now, what is the meaning of give you an edge? That means you have to have that empowerment of speaking in front of a lot of audience, a lot of people, and you have to have the leadership of speaking on a particular topic in front of a lot of people. Next is employment. That means the first factor to sort out by the employers, and second is the writing skills. Now, what is the meaning of employment? Now, if you are an employer and you want to sort out something sort out something by the employers, or you want to improve your reading skills, then you have to study the public speaking. Now, public speaking and conversation, how is it related? Public speaking is more to be planned. You have to plan about the public speaking, and conversation is something, it is like you are talking to someone and you need not plan about it, you need not prepare anything about it. But public speaking is something you have to prepare about it, you have to learn, research about the particular topic you are given, and then you have to find out the main points about it, and you have to see the timing, you have to rehearse about it, and you have to find out how many minutes you are going to speak about it, and a lot of preparation is required. But that is not in a conversation. Public speaking is more formal. That means you have to address the people, you have to have an eye contact, you have to see about your body postures, you have to see that what type of audience you have in front of you, so that you have to prepare accordingly, and it is more of a formal thing. The roles of public speakers and audiences are more clearly defined. Now, in conversation, you need not understand whom are you talking to. You can have a private conversation, but in the formal one, in the public speaking, you have to see on what topic you're speaking, and you have to you should not divert on the topic, and you have to stick to that topic. Now, what is communication? The sending and receiving in order to establish shared meaning. Now, when you want to communicate something, that means you want to say something to others, and you want to communicate your things to others, and the person should receive what you want to say. That is called as communication. What you want to share should be taken by the other person. That means what it requires competence in understanding, cultural guidance, critical thinking, ethics, power, and listening. Now, to communicate, first thing is you have to understand the guidelines, cultural guidelines. You have to have the critical thinking. You have to understand the person who is standing in front of you. You have to understand his mindset. You have to understand some ethics, which the rules and regulations. You have to have that power, and you have to be a very good listener. Now, what are the models of communication? The models of communications are of three parts. One is linear, interactional, and transitional. Now, if we go to the next slide, there is the interference or the noise, the frame of reference. The frame of reference, in the sense, the communication model if you can see the picture here, given here, the messages and the context should be like if the sender in the sense, the person who is saying and the person who is receiving, the messages should be as per the person who is receiving. You cannot deviate from the topic. You cannot have some other person interfering in between. You cannot have the noise or the disturbances in between. This will create a lot of problems if the person who is receiving cannot understand what you are saying, if there is interference, if there is noise, or if the wordings are not clear what you are saying. Now, let's go to the frame of reference. Now, this is very, very important in your public speaking. When you are talking, you have to see a lot of things, that is of which age, gender, ethnicity, environment, culture, family, values, beliefs, education, experiences, interests, likes, dislikes, prejudices, self perceptions, personal expectations. Now, age in the sense, you have to understand to which age group you are talking, you are having the public speaking on, the gender, the ethnicity, the environment, and the culture. No, so now these all things are very very important when you are in a public speaking stage. Now the next one is when you are standing on a public speaking stage, feed forward, how are you forwarding your things to the audience, and what feedback you're getting, what meanings they have understood from your public speaking thing, what is the visual and auditory, like what mode you have taken to explain them, whether it is a tactile one or a chemical one, how did you try to explain them, the setting, the situation, the timing, how many minutes have you taken, the cultural rules, the relationship between you and the person who are taking it, where there are various things which should be taken into consideration when you are in a public speaking stage. These are some of the things which I have explained. I will be explaining the detailed part of public speaking in the further sessions. If you are interested, please like and subscribe so that I will come up with more such public speaking videos. Thank you and have a nice day.